first carry for Nick Chubb. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down. What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 27th, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Hey, exit.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Flushed out right. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
56. What we got?
Ready?
On second down now, it's Lindsay. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsay, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Hey, check Mike 21.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. Open here, Adam Thielen. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, Mike 7. Let's go. Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get into the end zone?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Down. 60 outlaw. Hey, Charlie.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Bang, 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 bang. Check. My time.
A run for Nick Chubb. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Hey, you ready? Right here, guys.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check back 47. It's going to be a long day. Delta. 47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. Hey,
Mahomes now to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Get ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Being chased out left, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Frank Clark in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. On third and long, it's Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Now a carry for Lindsey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Mahomes now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
Mahomes to throw once more. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the out. 4-7's the mic, 4-7's the mic.
Now here's Mahomes. Six yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Butker's kick here is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
You draw closer.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, box drop.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Locke dancing to his left. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Throwing now is Locke. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
22-check bomber, 22-check bomber. 47 Mike, 47.
Hey, 57.
Mike's 47.
Where's it?
Get this. 47's a Mike. Ricky.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Yellow.
Check. 47's a Mike, boy. 47.
Easy.
Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Scene 6. 47. Check Mike 47.
Yellow.
Back.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
64, wait.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
56 to Mike. Check 56. I'm coming.
From the gun on third down, Locke. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Locke now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd down. Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Watch out.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Kansas City.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Here we go. Jump. Hey, 15. Shit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs for the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
51 to Mike, boys. 51. Charlie.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking sideline, incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Mahomes going to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41.
That's a baby shot. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Watch the pass.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Check 3. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
They run it again with Chubb. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
7 yards there and a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
5-yard pickup. It's now fourth down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today.
The Chiefs field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And Butker able to put this one through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Lock now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
They'll try the draw. Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. It's caught by Davis. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
Clock now to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. Lindsey going to try and run it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way now. It's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Yellow, underline. Nice, sweetheart.
Now Chubb running right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Watch the whip.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A give running right is Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Chiefs, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss, and they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.